The death is announced of Marie Cox, also known as Mary, or Lina, originally of Douga, Choiseul, but resided in Maynard Hill, Castries, who passed away on the 14th of December 2012, which was also the 37th anniversary of her mother's death. She was 85 years old. She was the last surviving child of the late Leonise Smith Cox and Dr. Cox of Saltibus. Left to mourn, common law husband, John Baptist Philip, also known as Nodrick. Children, Sylvester Cox, also known as Say Kelly, Carol Cox in Florida, Lydia Cox, employed with the National Conservation Authority, Simon Cox and wife in Florida, Melina Cox, Bernard Cox of Maynard Hill and his wife, Crescentia Robert Cox in New York. Gilbert Cox, employed with Wasco. Stepchildren, Nodrika Jacob and children of Tiroche Miku, Clement Felix and children, Robert John Charles and family of Sunbelt, Leah Felix in Canada and daughter Crescentia Felix, Florentina Mondesi. Grandchildren, Goretti Lorenzi, employed with Lime, Nicole Paul of Monnier, Tamara Paul in New York, Christopher Cox in Florida, Della Cox Ja in Washington, Charlene Cox Jules, employed in the Ministry of Social Transformation, Malika Sancha Korasmin Cox, Simeon Cox, Chadia Cox, and Sophie Gregg in Florida. Alva Cox, student of Grosley Secondary School, Nzinga Cox, Alan Cox, Ali Cox, students of the Canon Laurie Anglican Primary School. Alex Cox, Nazim Cox, student of the Castries Comprehensive School, Bradley Cox, Barani Cox, Brandon Cox, Chrissy Cox in New York, Burnell Cox. Great-grandchildren, Trezelle Cox, Chrissy Cox and their mother in Anguilla, Brandon Lorenzi, Kayla Lorenzi, Tanisha Simina, Shahid Ja in Washington, Jamarian Cox, Sierra Cox in New York, Anwar Brad Cox. Brothers-in-law, Cleva Louisi and his children, who are her nieces and nephews of Barnes Laborie, Joseph Stanislas, also known as Mr. Joy, and his children, who are her nieces and nephews of Bellevue Choiseul, Vincent Udovic of Udovic's Art Studio and family, Patrick Udovic and family in Trinidad, Collins Udovic in St. Martin and his family. Sisters-in-law, Eltiza Udovic and family in Trinidad, Agnes Louis and family in the United Kingdom. Left to mourn, Felix Thomas of Dominica, Jennifer Morel, Daryl Gorin, Cornelius DeLees, Matthew John, Shari Leons. Many nieces and nephews including Laura Cox Marcion, teacher at the Canon Laurie Anglican Primary School, and her family. Hilda Cox Bullen and her husband in Barbados, Marcelin Emile and family of Redwi, Johnson Cox and family of Mondudon, Hilary Stanislas in the USA, children of her late sister Irene Fallot in Cayenne, French Guiana, children of her late sister Celine Dixon in the United Kingdom, children of her late brother Harels Cox of Choiseul. Her many cousins including Augusta Cox Eiffel and her siblings, Adams Smith and family, Mrs. Theodosia Joseph and family of the Moon, Frederica Smith in Barbados, the Cox, Smith, Labadie, Shalmine, Isaac, Hercules, families both here and abroad. Her beloved friends, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, Parliamentary Representative for East Castries and family, Cheryl Raphael of D Fashion Spot, the Webster family of Maynard Hill, Chris Lee, Shima, Ms. Rose, Ma Plummer, Ms. Madeline, the residents of Maynard Hill. The funeral service for the late Marie Cox, also known as Mary or Lina, will be held on Thursday, 3rd January 2013 at the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception at 2:30 p.m. Then the body will be laid to rest at the Chalk Cemetery. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New Dock Road, Beaufort.